Yo, hang on, I'm gonna unplug my microphone. Oh. Sorry guys, had to replug my microphone. What's up? Welcome back. Some more work. We're gonna look at a Leetcoding problem. Start the stream, and then actually this looks. Ooh. Let's make this a little smaller. Maybe a little larger than that. No, it looks good. I forgot that the live stream thing was so big, but yeah, let's take a look at some problems. This is the terrible problem from yesterday, but so I think the goal is we're going to do a Leetcoding problem, and then we're going to try and load in some textures in SDL3. I don't know how to do it. I'm going to look it up. Got no clue, but we'll figure it out. So let's gotta figure out what problem we want to solve. Obviously not the problem today. Cranbird, what's up, dude? Type shit, bro. What's up? What's up? What do we want to solve in here, bro? I'll only be here for a little bit. I'm still very sick. Oh, hang on. I gotta plug in my Ethernet cable. Hang on. Sorry to hear that, bro. I hope you feel better soon, dude. Okay. 32 long as valid parentheses. Given it a string containing just the characters this and this, return the length of the longest valid well-formed parentheses substring. Let's open Spotify. Let's see, what do we want to play here? So given it's a DP problem, trying to figure out, I mean, if I like to do this, maybe we're given a string, right? It can be whatever. We just have to make sure it kind of follows the parts, right? It has an opening and a closing, right? We can do that by having some sort of integer, right? That holds, you know, how many, you know, if we see this, right? You know, we can increment that, right? Or this plus equals to 1, right? The thing is the constraints here, how we're able to solve this. Given a string concatenating, right? Here we'd only return these two, right? See how we'd solve this. Let's see here. Int n is equal to s.size, right? We probably want to start by. I was thinking about using this maybe with a stack. I don't know, but we could either count or we can use it with a stack. Trying to think. Can we put all the elements in the stack and then doing it with a stack is simpler, doing it with DP is more verbose but better understanding. Yeah. I feel like as well, couldn't you probably maybe just like loop through this string, right? Let's say we have this string here, right? Couldn't we also just like loop through? Oh, whoops. Can we also just loop through the string, right? Like for example, we keep let's grab some text here. Dude, what is going on here? Okay. Okay, so for example here, like we have, you know, some sort of count here, right? For yeah, you can, right? Have some sort of count here and just loop through and count how many we have, right? And we just like subtract from the amount that we have too. We could probably do that as well, but I'm honestly not familiar with the DP solution. Let's see here. Maybe we can start by kind of solving the one solution here. I don't think we need access to for char CNS. We can keep some sort of variables here. So let's do like int like open bracket is equal to 0, right? Int close bracket is equal to 0, right? We can just loop, right? So if you know char if C is equal to the open bracket, right? We can then just count, right? Open bracket is equal to 1. We're gonna do like just kind of the brute force solution. You know, else if it's C is equal to, I guess we could probably just do an else, right? What's up, bro? What's up, Mustafa? How you doing? Sorry, my mom's calling me, guys. 1 second. Dude. Okay. So am I gonna work on my project? On a project, it's my first collab. Let's go, dude. That's dope. I just thought about it. We might have to do both left to right and right to left. Trying to think about the DP solution. I really don't know what it would be, bro, to be completely honest. So it was stack. Yeah, when I see Francis, I think stack, yeah. See intent interview 2025 summer attention. Triggers should solve some parentheses. Okay. Let's fix this up, right? It's I is 0, I is less than n. Right, I plus plus. Can do like open brackets. Let's put this inside here so we can redefine it every time. Kind of the brute force solution, but j is equal to 0, j is less than n. J plus plus. Well, we have open bracket, we have our close bracket here, then trying to think here. When j is equal to 0, we want to go from j is equal to I, right? You know, so we start here. Oh shit. Oh my gosh, dude, what is going on right now? So we start here, right at I. I mean, we check every single combination, right? Until something is valid, until a combination is valid. So, you know, maybe, what are we returning? Return the length of the longest, right? So we can have like an int max is equal to, I guess, 0, right? So if, Sj is equal to the opening bracket, right? We can, I guess, increase open bracket by 1, right? Plus or equal to 1. Else, right? We would increase close bracket is equal to 1. I think it did. I mean, have an if here, like if open bracket is equal to close bracket, right? We just like take the max, right? So, I mean, int max equal to std max. We pass in open bracket and close bracket. I think you need a nested for loop for this. Try tracking indices with the stack and use. Yeah, I know. I know I don't really need it. I'm just doing the brute force solution, just like to kind of, you know, think about how I could maybe optimize this in a way. That's all. Right outside of this, what is this? Where's it? Outside of this for, we would just like turn max, right? I think this should work. Nope. Get 0 here. Oh, we're redeclaring it. Whoops. Got a 1 here. We got a 1. I guess if close bracket is greater than open bracket, you can just break, right? This is equal to 1. Whoops. It's equal to 1. Is close bracket supposed to be equal to 1? Okay, you found it. Never mind. Yeah. Try tracking the issues of the stack. I don't think you need a nested for loop for this. Yeah, I don't know. Just trying to do the brute force. I feel like this should work though, low key. Found this. STD. No. Is it coming in here, right? Okay, so it is finding it, right? So we're getting this. Maybe we want to... Oh, found this. We're getting a printing it 3 times, dude. We should only print it twice in this example. Why is that? Dude, found this too. Oh shit, yeah, we're doing nested loop. What am I doing? Yeah. I think we should do ×2, right? Maybe? No. Wait, open bracket. What, bro? What am I doing here, dude? Hang on. This is not what this should be here. The max of max and I guess we could probably like what? J minus I plus 1. No. 4. We're getting 2 here. There we go. Okay. That's what it issue was. 2 times close bracket should work. Yeah, I think this works. So obviously this isn't going to submit. Also, I changed my account. Yeah, that's okay, Kendrick Glazer, bro. Obviously this isn't going to submit, right? I mean, yeah, okay. But it's close to passing. I'm trying to think here. How can we speed this up? What do you think, Kendrick, bro? How can we speed this up, bro? You're an absolute dog, bro. Do we use a stack? Can we use a stack and do it in one? No. Let's have a look at the comments here. State machine? I think the stack method is a fast way to do it. I'm not sure if we can speed up the brute force. It is a DB. The stack method would be O of N. Okay, so the stack method would be O of N. So I'm trying to think how we work that, right? So what, we put everything in the stack to begin with? No. Hang on, how would we do it with a stack? So we have our stack here. Can you do it in O of N with a stack, bro? I don't know. Can you explain me your approach? I don't know if you can do it in O of N, bro. Yeah, you can. So how would you explain to me your thought process? I'm curious. Store the indices of the unmatched bracket, and when you find a bracket, pop 1. Okay. Okay, so hang on, let's write this down, right? Oh my gosh, dude. So #1 loop and store indices of, right, open brackets, I guess, right? You know, 2 we'd have to what? Pop pop 1 closing bracket, 3, we'd also have to check the indice. Indice, I don't know how to spell it, dude, to be honest. So I have to check I if it's, you know, greater than in stack. Am I thinking about it right? I don't know. Every time the stack is not empty, calculate the current valid length. Keep track of the max length. Okay. Squirix, dude, what's up? Good to see you, bro. Okay, so what's up, Squirix? Let's see here. Let's define our stack, right? Let's go like std stack. Stack. Right. So let's make a function here, right? Void function. Put in stack, right? We just pass in. I mean, I think we have to pass in. Oh no, we'd have to pass in our string, right? String s. Inside of here, we probably just loop, right? For int I is equal to 0, I is less than s dot size, right? I plus plus. Std stack. Stack. What's up, Squirix? What are you up to, bro? We push here, so. If si is equal to a opening bracket, we stack dot push I, right? We store the indice. Maybe we could have some sort of count for. No, maybe we don't need that for now. You can just push. Yeah. Push I, right? Okay. So we don't want to call this here, right? So we would call put in stack. What s, right? Puts open brackets in stack. Wait, can you call emit in an if statement in C++? I don't know, dude. Let me check. I don't know. I'm still learning, so I don't know. Let me log into Claude here. Key with Google, dude. I don't mean call them in. I mean if you can not use the parentheses. I don't think so, dude. I don't even think there's an emit in C++, to be honest. In your if statement in the new function it is not there, I'm pretty sure. Oh shit. What, you're saying this is incorrect, bro? This is correct, isn't it? I'm just rewriting my 2k lines long Python code into a class for simplicity. Let's go, dude. Squirix have made a lot of progress on the 2D game, bro. About to finish up on it, I think. No, it's right. Okay. Right, so we can probably get rid of most of this here. Let's do like, okay, well, if SI is equal to a closing parenthesis. Was lacking. I'm too used to Python, so I wonder if you could type and it would still compile, but it seems like it can't tip source. No, I don't think you can do that. Nice we showed today. Yeah, I'm gonna work on it today, bro. I'm gonna the goal is to kind of load in some textures and stuff, and then I'm gonna kind of move to 3D stuff. I've been interested in that, so we'll kind of see. I don't know how to even load in the textures, but I mean that's something that I'm gonna figure out on the stream, hopefully. So anyway, so we had our parenthesis here. So trying to think here. Okay, so think about this here. Access the top element. Trying to think here. If you put it correctly, I would do the steps in one for loop since the same indices are used. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you probably could, yeah, but I mean, I don't think it really matters anyway, to be honest. Okay, so if it's a closing bracket, like I would just put the puts in stack mode as part of the long values. Yeah, I mean that's true. Yeah, I could. I'll change it in a second. I'm just trying to think about this. It will still work. Yeah. I'm just trying to think here because like, right, in this example here, you know, let's say we have this input here, right? Okay, we would have put in our stack, right? We can draw a little stack here. Our stack, right? And our stack being, well, parentheses here, so we'd have, actually let's draw kind of like a stack, right? We'd have 1, you know, 2, sorry, these are indices I'm storing. So 1 and 0, 1, 2, 3, right? Like this, right? It was so you can just else pops so it always string with 0. Yeah, but the thing is that you know, at the top of our stack we're holding 3, right? Like what do we know down here? Like as we loop through here, like we see one of these, right? You know, why would we want to pop from here? Like this doesn't matter at all, this one here, right? So do we have to also check the indice where it's located, right? Do you know what I'm trying to say? Or like that's what I'm a little bit confused about. How you doing, man? I'm good, man. I'm good. How are you? Stacked up push I. Else here. I think you need a B as base before the string, so maybe push -1 to the stack. Else stack.pop. This is what I'm kind of thinking here, right? Else, because then we can keep track of everything in real time, right? So, we then check, okay, well, if stack.empty, right, then maybe we have to grab the top first. Grab the top, right? So top, wait, like int top is equal to stack dot top, right? Then we stack dot pop. We've stack dot empty. We then like find the max, right? So max is equal to std max j minus top plus 1. Do you know the concept of state machine? If you think it is a state machine, maybe 3 states is enough. Yeah, to be honest, I don't really think of it like a state machine. You can instead of push I still because it resets the base in the if stack empty. Because it resets the base. If the stack is empty, it resets the base. Stack dot push I. Yeah, but wouldn't we then? We wouldn't push a open bracket, right? Let's run through this code. Hang on. Do I have a max here? Yeah, I do. Okay. J minus top plus 1. Return the max. Let's think about this code here, for example. Well, let me run through this. I might be wrong, but I just... Sometimes it's better if I run through it. So, let's use this example here. This is why I need a debugger in this sort of shit, bro. I cannot stand sometimes not having a debugger. Anyway, okay. Okay, so... If this, we push I, else we grab the top, stack dot pop. But if we pop from something that's empty here, what happens? I actually don't know. I actually don't know. Like, what if we pop empty? Okay. I don't know if the program's gonna crash or not. I'm trying to think here. I mean, we have a closing bracket here. We go if, else. Ooh, right? We grab the top. There is no top. There's no stacked up pop. If it's empty, you know. Why are we checking J here? This would be I. What am I doing here? This is I. Stacked up pop if it is empty. Dude, this seems right to me, bro, but I mean, it could be wrong. I don't know. It's gonna be invalid here. We'd add 1 here to the stack, right? That represents this bracket here. We then see this, right? We'd be at 2. We then pop, right? Pop this one here. Then it's empty. We do our max here. I minus top plus 1, which I don't know. Let's comment this out. To include the stack, bro. Where's the include? Is it like after popping, if the stack is empty, that means we've just closed the parentheses. That didn't have a match, so we just push the current index I as a new base. But isn't the current index I that we're looking at if we get in this else, it's a closing bracket? No? That's what I'm confused about here. You know, in this case here, this is why I'm confused. Like here we have a closing bracket, right? Like, why would we push this on our stack? Right? Like we grab the top to grab the eye. I can't wrap this around my head, bro. We push its index to make a boundary, if that makes sense. Oh, right. So you're saying, like, we need something else to look at, right? The value that we're at. Stack dot. All valid substrings must start after that index because the sequence is broken up into here. You're thinking about it right, you get the idea. Yeah, dude, I don't know. It's kind of throwing my head in like different directions. I don't yeah, I don't really know. Kind of bamboozled, bro, not gonna lie. We have an else here. In top is stack dot top. We pop. If it is empty, I minus top plus 1. I guess this is also throwing me off too, that we're checking something that's like, if it is empty, right? If it's empty, wouldn't we just like want to add something? Like, so I'm trying to think about the logic, bro. It's throwing my head in circles, dude. Like, I guess we don't really need this anymore either. Yeah, bro. I don't know. I'm lost. I don't know how to do it. I'm lost. Find the max, dude. Fuck me. You're like 3 lines of code away. I mean, yeah, but dude, I'm just like not understanding why we have to push the I again. Like, I don't get it. Like, we're in the part here where there's a closing bracket. Why would we push the closing bracket on to our stack here? Like, that's what I don't understand. why are we pushing our I back on there? That's what I don't understand. Like, I don't give up. I'm not gonna give up. I'm gonna solve it. But it's like, I'm trying to understand in my head why we push I back on, but I don't get it. Like, right, okay, so we have this, right? Let's kind of run through it, right? We have our stack here, right? Our stack is currently empty, right? We have an empty bracket, right? We push the... we push closing brackets index when the stack is empty to mark the start of a new potential valid sum string. Why are you pushing the indexes? You can check the stack size. Push this if the stack is even. Push this if it's odd. Otherwise, save stack and save size and reset. Yeah, I can't spell for the life of me. Holy shit. I'm trying to think. I have to run through this myself. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, right. So this wouldn't work, right? We have this here. If the stack is empty, we push I. We push the I that we're at, right? So I would be, what, 0 here in this case. Okay, so then here we'd push 1, right? So opening bracket. We then come over here and see that we've got a closing bracket, right? So we stacked our pop. We'd pop 1, right? So we'd pop 1 from this stack, right? Our top is 1. Right, if our stack is empty, it's not empty. Then we're not going to do this. And maybe we need an else here. Else max. Max I minus top plus 1. I minus top plus 1. Right, in this case, our max would be the current I that we're looking at, right? So 2 minus our top, which is 1. So our max would be 1. Right, I 2 minus our top 1. Oh, sorry, it'd be 2. Whoops, what am I doing? It'd be 2, right? Then we'd come back here. We'd see an opening bracket here. We push our I, right? So we'd push our I being 0, 1, 2, 3 onto the stack. We'd then see this one here, 4. This goes in the else here. Then we pop, grab the top, right? So our top is 3 now, right? We check if it's empty. It's not empty. We come over here and check the max, right? So 3 minus our I. Three minus top. 4 minus 3, we get 2 again, right? Okay, so we don't need to check our max here. 5 minus 3 plus 1. Oh, it's 3. Whoops. Yeah, my bad. You don't get 2 again. Oh, shit. Is that 0, 1, 2, 3? Is it 4? Or am I misunderstanding? I don't know, bro. This is why I need a fucking debugger, dude. This shit, like, piss me off. I might have got lost in my own thoughts. Well, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. We'd be at 4 right here. We'd pop another bracket. I don't know. What does this give us? I have no idea. Compile error. Bro, why am I getting this error here? What the fuck is this? A city stack requires template arguments. You're right, I blame my illness. Dude, how do I... Oh my god, dude. How do I, Oh my god, we need to type, dude. What am I doing? Stack in, stack. Yeah, I forgot the type, dude. SI is equal to... I think we need... all case ones here. Oh, error matching STD. Oh shit, we're not actually, we need the max here. Whoops. I guess we can leave STD. What are we getting here now? Return time error reference to type in, which requires a 4 byte. What are we missing here? Stacked up push I. Am I pushing a char by accident somewhere? Just max, no STD. I mean, I don't think that's my error, but I mean, we can do either, but I'll get rid of it just why not? Oh, it is not a function or function parameter. Have I referenced? Int max is 0, bro. What is going on here? Called type int is not a function. Bro, what is this error, dude? I don't even know what this means, bro. What the fuck does this mean? Identify behavior runtime, indicating you're trying to access invalid or uninitialized memory. Bro, what? Invalid or uninitialized memory? What are you talking about? This I here is in scope. What is wrong with this for loop here? Stack is empty before dot top. Oh, okay, so the stack is empty here. That's why we're getting errors. Int top is equal to stack dot top. How can we sort this out, dude? So we have to check if it's empty first. Maybe like... instead of saving it as a variable. What are you talking about, Kendrick Layers? I don't know what you mean by that. Oh shit, now it's, yeah, it's out of scope here. Fuck, dude. Oh my gosh, dude, this is so frustrating. Maybe we can just grab this over here. I mean, this is... 2 here, we're failing on this case here. And remove the variable top. Why would we remove? Do you need to check in C++? You need to check the top first. You can't pop. Pop is returns void, so it doesn't return the actual value. Do we need the value or no? I0 stacked up push I else. Stacked dot is empty. Push I. So why are we failing here at case 2? We're getting 4, but we should get 6. Oh, sorry, we're getting 6, but we should get 4. Bro, what is going on here? Dude, this is so frustrating, bro. Oh my god. Dude, this is running my mind insane, dude. Dude, oh my god. And the worst part is this probably won't even pass. Like, I mean, it probably will pass, but I don't know. Okay, let's think about this again, right? Let's grab the case that we're failing on. Is this the same case? Oh shit, this is the same case. Okay. Let's run through this code, right? We have a stack here. We loop, we see an empty bracket. If the stack is empty, we then push our I, right? So our I, we push 0 on the stack, right? We go to our next value. See an open bracket, we push I, right? We push 1. Okay, else. We see a closing bracket. Okay, so the stack is not empty. So we come down here and we grab the top, right? So we grab the top here. So we got 1. Okay. We pop. And then we check the difference, right? We check the max here. I minus top plus 1. So I, we're currently at here minus our top is 1, right? So our max here. Is this where I say I was here before Max got famous, bro? I'm definitely not gonna get famous, but okay. Appreciate that, but anyway, we got 2 here, right? So our max here is 2, right? I'll make this look better. Our max here is 2, right? In this case, okay. We then move to this value here. We get another open bracket. We push our I, right? 0, 1, 2, 3. We push our I, right? 3 in this case now, right? We see another closing bracket now, right? So we're at 4, right? So we see a closing bracket. We come in here. Our stack is not empty. We grab the top, so we pop here. So our top is 3 now. Then we check the max, right? So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Minus 3 is also 2, right? So our max doesn't update, right? We then get another closing bracket, right? See a closing bracket, it's not empty because we have 0 on it before, right? We then pop our max, right? And we pop here, our max is 0 and 5. That's how we get 6, right? That's how we return 6. So we don't want to return 6. So how the fuck would we fix this, dude? Ethan, bro, what's up, dude? So that's how we're returning 6, bro. How the fuck do we fix this, bro? Holy shit, dude. This is AIDS, bro. What the fuck? Dude, this is putting my brain in like a fucking aneurysm right now, dude. Like, literally, like. I cannot get the stack solution, dude. Putting my brain in an aneurysm, dude. Bro, we push I and then what? Like. Bro, I want to get loaded textures into my game, bro, but I have to solve this, bro. I cannot give up, like. Would this be a valid sequence for this problem? Yeah, and I think anything's a valid sequence, Ethan, as long as it's opening and closing brackets. But, oh wait, would that be a valid sequence? Oh, yeah, I think it would be, yeah. I think that would be valid, yeah. And just add a basement -1 to the stack before the loot base element. Why would I add -1 before though? That doesn't make any sense to me. Like, I don't understand why I would add -1. I don't understand that, but bro, dude, driving and then going insane right now. I'm doing something wrong, bro, but I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I don't think I should be pushing I here. Like, I really don't think I should be pushing I. So I'm pushing that 0, right? But really what I should be pushing instead is I should be pushing wherever the beginning of our new substring is, right? Like, kind of like what Kendrick Glazer was saying, but I don't know how to push that. So do we want to pop and then add and then push as well? I don't know. That -1 acts as something like virtual index before the string starts if the valid substring begins at index 0. Okay. I think, bro, honestly, I gotta get to that part a little later. Like, I gotta get the core functionality first, right? And then I run it, and obviously I have some issue, and then I'll be able to figure that out. But it's like, at the moment, I'm trying to get the core functionality, but I can't think about the core functionality off the top of my head right now. Like, I'm trying to pass this test case, bro. Like, once I pass this test case, then, like, we can start thinking about other stuff. But I cannot pass this test case, so I'm... Dude, this is so frustrating. So it's... Yeah, bro. Why are you adding the 1 for your max calculation? Because I'm calculating the distance, I minus j, to include 0 as well. So I do like I minus top plus 1 to include the 0 element. Why are you adding 1 to your max? I think it should be max equal to c max length I minus stack dot top. Are you sure? Isn't when you're calculating between some numbers, right? You have whatever, right? You have j, which is here, which is 2, 0. Oh shit, maybe it is that. Fuck. The +1 is making the case 2 not work. Read my fourth and fifth last message in the sequence. It might make sense. You should also be calling pop on every else. SI is equal to this. Your pop is too selective. Here, bro. Let me call you, Ethan, bro, because I'm lost, bro. I'm lost, dude. I need to go, dude. I need to go to help me, bro. Hang on.
Hello?
Oh shit, my head's... Yeah. So what am I doing wrong, bro?
Okay, so
Oh shit, let me show my
what
screen.
I think
Hopefully my stream doesn't like die last time. Can you see my screen?
Okay. Yeah, I can.
Okay.
All right. So what I think you should be doing instead is, so you see how you have if like SI equals parentheses,
Yeah.
like opening parentheses. On the else, you should always just pop.
So I don't take the top, I just pop.
Well, like
Because pop returns
you
void,
see,
so I'd have to take the top as well, right? Or no?
no, you can just call stack.pop because if it's not that, it's going to be the other parentheses.
Okay. Right.
And then now in your second else, you can just do s dot top, right?
And
Like I minus
in here.
yeah. So like you have I minus top, but top doesn't exist anymore, so you could just do stack dot top instead of top on line 39.
Oh, okay, okay, I understand. Okay, yeah. Okay. Right.
And then this should work, but you'll be off by 1. I'm pretty sure.
So can we just add the +1 here? Or are we gonna fail on some test cases?
I think that you should do what you were talking about, what the guy in your chat is talking about, where you push -1 in the beginning.
Why am I getting this error here? What time error reference binding?
Oh, what is max? Is max?
Max is int.
What is it's a stack of ints? Requires 4-byte alignment. I think it has to do
it's
with your
because
stacked on
what stacked
top.
on top doesn't exist. Maybe it's in a case stacked on top doesn't exist. Like I think Kendrick's saying he needs -1 base element. So he's saying that I should add stacked up push -1.
Yeah, it's like it's your sentinel value.
Yeah, there we go. Okay. Bro, shit like this like destroys my head
Oh,
sometimes. Like
I see. It's because it was empty
yeah,
and top
yeah.
didn't
The top was
exist.
empty. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's also why we need the -1.
Oh my gosh, dude.
I mean, you had the logic right. You just had it like incorrect in a few places.
Yeah, I like. I don't know, dude. It's so frustrating sometimes. I want to see what the DP solution is because I'm curious. Like, give me a. One move if it's there tier. Bro, this looks so fucking AIDS to read. Like, bro, like. Bro,
No, yeah, that is just bad programming. His line should not be that long.
Like, what does this even mean, bro? Like, is this ternary operator here? But I can't even tell. Like,
Yeah, it's a ternary operator. It's adding, so it's adding, so to the current element, it's adding the previous element +2 plus a conditional statement where if I minus the previous element -2 is greater than 0, then it will add that element, otherwise 0.
yeah.
So that element -2. Which I guess makes sense. The 2 is for the pairs.
Yeah, this guy's complaining it's way too difficult to read.
Yeah. I don't know. I think the stack solution is the most straightforward.
Yeah. Interesting.
All
You
right,
want to see
cool.
the game, bro?
Yeah, let's see it.
I got some waves going, dude. Got like the basic functionality.
Nice.
Adds up some cash, you know. I mean, I'm trying to
I
just do
like
the
it.
most basic, thing. I feel like that's all you really need. You know, no one's really gonna use it, so it's like has an admission here for 15 seconds. You know, to buy some shit or whatever. Like, and then the wave starts again. Has one level. Has like I think like 5 waves per level or something. I think it's like 4 to 6 waves per level. Oh shit, dude! Can't let this guy escape, bro.
And so, do you like the higher health enemies drop more money?
I mean, I could add that, but I mean, at the moment, I think it does. I don't know. I have to check the code. I don't really remember. It looks like they're all 100. So, I mean, I could add that,
Yeah.
but I just like trying to just get the core functionality working. But I wanna just implement like, my let's see here, my
The textures.
yeah, like I have the assets loaded in here. Like for example, I have these. Like I'm not gonna load these. I think all I'm gonna do is just load the tanks, right? And the tanks are the ones that, that spawn. So, because the textures are just like, simple enough. Like I can't be fucked to like come into the into the bot and like cut these up and make them textures. I mean, it's not really that big of a deal to me, but
Well, you wouldn't have to do that. That's a sprite sheet.
oh
So
really?
you could just have code, right? That like so
Takes
that's an animation.
okay. You could take code that takes just these pixels here, right? For this. Is that what you're talking
Yeah, so
about?
like you
Yeah.
define how big the sprite is and then how many sprites there are on the sprite sheet. So like and you could have it automatically calculated by taking the expected size of the sprites and dividing the total pixel size of the sprite sheet, like by like the width and the height. And then
Yeah.
it would determine that it's 3 by 4.
Yeah. Fair enough. But yeah,
Yeah, we can start with the tanks.
I think I loaded in STL image a long time ago, but so I think I have the ability to.
Is it correctly linked? Like, can you
I'm
use the headers?
I'm pretty sure it is, but I'd have to probably check. Oh shit. See. Yeah, we can work on this for like maybe half an hour, and then we can play some Siege, bro. Look, yeah, I'm kind of dying to play some Siege. So,
Yeah, I'm done.
you just include STL image underscore H, right, and wherever you want to do it. So, maybe in like scene or something, or sag include.
Also, I would probably create like a new like sprite component or something like that.
Like in components.h?
Yeah, so then you can just add a sprite to like any entity.
Okay.
I think that we already had that. Like if you scroll all the way up to the top. Yeah, we have the sprite render component. So right now,
oh, it's right now it's an STLF rect, right? We want to change it to a image,
well,
right?
you could also like if you wanted it to be more universal, you could also just add, like an image, and if the image is set, use the image. Otherwise, use the rectangle, kind of thing.
Right. So,
so you can make it a pointer.
Do I have to include it first, right? Include the
Yeah. So STL
underscore image.
So that's the directory. You need to.
Oh.
If you click after. If you click after. No. So do the / again.
Yeah.
And then include that. You can do control space. There you go.
Okay.
Nice.
So then, this would be an STL underscore image. You don't even know what the type is. You have to probably look that up, right? Like.
Yeah, I would check the documentation.
STL underscore image. STL image documentation homepage. This looks like shit, dude. I don't. STL image is available at. Do you know where the STL image documentation is in?
No, I haven't really used STL too much. I could try to find it. Probably just on their GitHub.
Wiki, STL wiki. Well, we'd have to find STL image, satellite libraries, bro. Here we go, dude. Type shit, dude. API reference.
Okay.
STL surface. Image load. JPEG.
I think it's STL texture and STL surface. I think the surfaces can load images and then the textures can be drawn to.
So we use the surface to load the image, and then
Yeah.
so we'd have like an STL surface type here. STL surface.
From the link that I sent you, if you just go like under API documentation and go to API or the complete API index, that'll have everything.
What'd you say? The API complete API index?
Yeah.
Okay. And then what image? Image get animation, free animation. Load JPEG, load.
So what file types do you have?
I think I have
PNG?
a JPEG. Honestly, I don't know. I have to check. But
Well, if you want transparency in the image, it's gonna have to be a PNG.
okay, well these are PNG.
Okay.
What is the tank? Hang on. The tank of PNGs. Yeah, the tank's PNGs.
That makes sense.
Thanks, Skrillex. Looks great. Thank you, bro. Thank you.
So whenever you call img underscore load png underscore io, it'll take an STL IO stream pointer, which is that's you have to open a file stream to the file, and then it returns a pointer to an STL surface. So it probably allocates the memory and returns you the object if the IO stream is valid.
Yeah. Turns STL surface to null on error. You're looking at image underscore load PNG underscore IO. Is that what you're looking at?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it looks like you're going to want an STL surface pointer inside of your sprite renderer component.
That's what I got here. Yeah, I put that in.
Okay, cool. So then now what you want to do is, I mean, realistically, you could approach this in a lot of ways, but you're going to need a way to specify, like, okay, actually, if I remember correctly, in your scene, you have different functions for creating different types of entities, right?
Yeah, I do. Yeah. I think it's create robot here. We got like a switch here.
So then now what you could do is instead of having, like the red, green, and blue value set, you could set the image.
Okay, but we have to load the image first, so I need some sort of method in here to load the image, right?
Well, they provide that in the STL image library. You could create a separate function for it if you wanted to.
Oh, so you're saying I call this image underscore load PNG IO function, pass in the file path, and then it returns me the object of the image, right? And then that's where I load it in the switch statement.
Well, so yes, but you're not passing in a file path directly. You're passing in an STL IO stream.
To be honest, I have no fucking idea what that is, to be honest.
Well, you have to just go look at the you have to go look at the documentation. Here's the link.
STL IO stream. Hang on, let's take a look at this.
So it's just an opaque handle to a file. You can supply an IO stream interface. Okay, so it looks like you have to call STL open IO.
STL open IO. Oh, okay, yeah, okay. This operates as an OOP panel. There are several APIs to create various types of IO streams or an app can supply. Okay.
So there's probably some function that you have to call in order to open the IO stream. Let's see. IO stream. Oh yeah, dude, did you hear today Wizard 101 went live on consoles?
I actually saw it on TikTok, bro. Yeah, I saw a lot of people. I didn't really know that specifically, but I saw people like on console, like, oh, trying to find the first ever person on console or some shit like that. But I actually, I literally was at work looking at it on TikTok. So,
No, yeah, we're live. We have a lot of players joining right now. It's pretty
you
crazy.
guys have like a fucking party, bro, in the office, dude. Like,
Yeah, they probably. I didn't go into work today, but or like I worked from home today
yeah.
because I'm on some crunch time right now because one of the features for the new update was having some issues getting completed, so I had to pivot and help work on that.
Yeah.
But okay,
I'm trying to
so
figure out how this works. I don't.
it looks like you're gonna call SDL RW from file.
Okay, and I pass in the image. What's the other bit? What's that other second part?
Oh,
In
here
the
it
parameters.
is. Okay, I found it. I'm gonna send it to you on Discord. So it looks like this is how you do it.
Is that from the documentation, or did you find that somewhere? Like,
I just found it on the internet. But try like just this first line, just somewhere in your code.
STL. Okay, STL underscore file streams equal to path to your file text. If is null. Should I make like maybe I can make a function for this, right?
Yeah, you want to define it in your
Load
header
image.
first.
Oh shit, yeah. Scene.h.
It's right next to it.
Oh shit.
You'd want to make it private. Just put it under the update physics function. You don't want to like interweave member variables and function declarations.
Okay. Functions to live images. Oh fuck! Whoops. Void. What the fuck did I call it? Load image or something? Yeah, load image void. Load image. Okay.
Well, it's gonna need the string, right?
The path type, right? The path or whatever.
Yeah. You'd want to do a const std string reference.
Const string reference path. And what's the other one? Like.
No, that's it.
Okay.
The R, the other parameter, the R just stands for read.
Oh, okay.
Also, load image is a macro defined by Microsoft in the Windows header. So you could just call it like load sprite or that texture. Sprite, yeah, either way.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll do that. Let's fix that here.
Well, so what is the thing that you need in front of the function signature?
Oh yeah, we need the scene.
Yeah.
Load sprite, sc string path.
And it's a const reference to a string. The reference goes after the string.
Oh shit, yeah, it does. Yeah, you're right. Okay.
All right, cool.
Cool. And then so we put this code in here.
Yeah, you can try it. Yep. And then instead of path to your file.txt, you just replace that with path. The member or the argument that you're passing.
Path.
Let's see. Oh, it's a const char pointer. So you're gonna want to use a const char pointer instead of the const std string reference. Bro, STL is so old. I don't know why they still do this. I guess I should say old school.
Why am I getting it over here? There we go. Okay. All right. Cool.
I guess it's for C compatibility.
And then we want to come up here and we want to pass in call our function here, right? Or call it case robot blue. We load it in the case.
Well,
the blue case.
Well,
right?
so like, well, let's just step back and think about this for a second. What is your function doing? Because Because right now it's just returning void.
Yeah, it's returning void. Well, I mean, it's just opening. I guess it's just opening the file, right? I mean, we're not really returning anything, so we're just opening the file, like reading the file. That's really it, right?
Okay, but why are you opening the file?
Um. I don't know, to read the data, bro. I have no idea. Like,
Well, don't you remember that SDL image? You know, like the load PNG underscore IO function.
Okay, yeah. What we were
Well,
looking
that's
at in
what.
the documentation.
Yeah, that's the whole reason that we got the IO stream pointer,
Okay,
so that
okay,
you could pass it into that function and then get a surface pointer back, and then you'd want to return the surface pointer.
okay. So we probably want to change this to an SDL underscore surface return type pointer.
Yeah.
And okay, if it's null, well, we just like, I mean, we can deal with that later, but we'd want to call our STL image surface load.
You need a
is it the load
you need
RW
to
one?
you need to include SDL image at the top. You included it in components, but we also need it here now. You don't want a semicolon there.
Oh shit, yeah, that's right. What is it called? Load sprite. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so it looks like, oh, we don't want RW. Try IO.
There we go.
There we go. And then there you're just going to want to pass the file stream.
Right. Okay.
And then before this, though, on line 602, you're going to want to actually handle the error. So you'd probably just want to return null pointer at this point. You could also like log an error or something like that, but you don't have logging set up. But you could add a comment if you want to.
See out or something like
Failed to load image. And then you'd probably want to include the path so that it's more useful.
it's fine. It's right. It doesn't matter. It's not that big of a deal. It's this project's too small. It's fine. It's okay. I'll just leave that for now. But okay.
Well, it's definitely a good habit to get into. You know, like I would say doing proper errors is like one of the most important things to being a software engineer.
Okay. All right, I'll add it. So what we probably want to log the path, right? So
yeah. And then just put a colon and a space after the string you typed on the left.
Okay.
There we go. See, this is just much more detailed so that like at a glance you can be like, oh, I got the path wrong, or oh, my code is wrong, or you know, something like that.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So now we got the image. We close our IO, and what we just want to return our image, right?
There we go.
And then come up here.
And also, just a quick thing: if you scroll back down, instead of C out, you can use CERR.
Yeah.
And that's just the error stream.
Okay.
It's just, you know, more proper tech, because sometimes they can be routed to different places. And that's just like what you'd want to use. But yeah, so now you can actually use the function to load in the image and get the surface back.
Okay, right, but we
so you could do it in an if statement there.
That's what I was thinking. Is that the best way to do it? Is that probably
That's how I would write it. So here you could just say like SDL underscore surface pointer.
If SDL underscore surface pointer.
Right. And then just give it a name, so surface equals, and then that function that we just created, the load sprite. And then it needs a path.
Oh shit. Shit, now we gotta get the path. I don't even know what it is. Can I just hard code it like this, like in the assets folder, and then the blue tank?
It, it'll ju- it'll it'll just be assets blue tank. And then the file name.
Oh, which one we want to load? Let's just
Probably
do-
just down one.
Okay, we'll do that. Down one. Down one.php. PNG.
And then you need another parentheses on line 564. All right, cool. So basically what that line does, I think we've been over it before, but you're creating a local variable named surface. And since it's a pointer, it'll evaluate to a Boolean.
Yeah. Okay. And then what we have our components here, so we would just load in our sprite renderer component. Let me see, are we using that here? Are we adding that? Sprite renderer component, sprite. Okay. So then now sprite pointer image is equal to surface? No? Or is this a Boolean? No.
I think it is. No, it's a pointer.
Okay.
All right, there we go.
Else, right? We just want to make it red.
Yeah. You could set all those things anyways if you wanted to, but yeah, this is probably more efficient. Yeah. All right, cool. Oh, you'd still also want to make sure to set the radius range.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, you're right.
Well, okay, so you just want to move that outside of the else.
Oh, right. Yeah. Okay. Right.
All right, cool.
Dude, you got
so now
Kendrick Glazer, bro. This Ethan guy's cooking, man. I might have to get him to teach me some C++. Okay, but yeah, so looks good. So I just do this first then, right?
Well, I wouldn't do that yet. I would test it first.
Okay. All right.
So I would go down to the render code, right? And then now you can determine, like, okay, if we have a valid surface, then we've loaded in a texture for this entity, and you can render that instead of the squares.
Okay, so here, wait, hang on. So this is the renderer for scene. This is the projectiles. This is the. Okay, so this is the.
That looks like where it's happening. You see where it says fill rect?
I don't see it yet. Okay, here, renderer fill rect. Okay.
Yeah. So you'd want to take lines 33 and 34 here, 633 and 634.
Yeah.
And you would put that in the else, right? So you'd say like if sprite pointer, and then the what you called it, texture, I think, or image.
Hang on, let me just move this stuff. Yeah. So if sprite image is loaded.
Yeah. So, yep.
Then we would go renderer. Load texture? Is that?
It looks like you already created a load texture function. I'm curious what that does. That's not what we would want to do here, but
yeah. Anyway, okay, we'll do that. That's in the renderer though. But so what do we want to do here? We want to just fill the rect, right? Or what are we doing here?
Well, no. So you're probably gonna have to write a new function in the renderer to actually take the surface and render it to an STL texture. So you could just say like draw image or something like that, or draw sprite, whatever you want to call it.
Okay. We can call it draw sprite. That's fine. Okay, and we wanted to find that in our renderer.
Yeah, but first, just so that you want to pass sprite image into the, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. Sprites.
Because now you know draw sprite's going to take a STL surface pointer.
Such a small thing, but add a space between the // and the comment. It's killing me. Oh, add a space. Yeah, I'm not gonna go through everything in add a space, bro.
Yeah, Loki, that does annoy me too, bro.
That annoys me, bro. I like it without a space, bro. Personally, like for me, like
I think it makes the first letter less readable, but it's literally just a stylistic thing. Okay.
Anyway. Okay, so when we go to render and we want to define our renderer here, so where the fuck is my renderer? Scene.
Can you go to that load texture?
So that's it. Returns actual texture pointer, construct path.
Interesting. So it looks like you already set something similar.
This was like, bro, I can't even remember when I did this. This was forever ago, dude.
So you should probably, I mean, it doesn't matter, right? Because I guess things are like kind of all over the place already. But if you wanted to be like proper, you would want to move that load image function into here and probably
Yeah.
call it load surface. So then you
Yeah.
have load texture and load surface.
I think the next project I work on would be a lot more like organized. I feel like for me, when I was doing this, I was like, just I was all over the place, but I was trying to make things work. But I think I have a much better idea, like when I'm thinking about stuff now, and I'm gonna do that, in the future. It was just kind of like my first like real, thing I was working on. I was kind of all over the place. Anyway, point is, let's keep going. Anyway, okay, so we're passing in STL surface, right? So
one thing that I would do actually before anything now is I would determine what the actual difference is between STL surfaces and textures. Like when do you want to use what, in what circumstance?
Okay.
Because here we can directly load a texture from a file and we just loaded a surface from a file. So they can both be loaded from a file, but I don't know their use case.
Okay. So it looks like here. So an STL texture here, a GPU side representation of an image stored in video memory. Can be rendered directly via STL render copy or similar functions. Must be created from a surface or loaded directly from STL create texture. Then STL surface is a software side representation of an image pixel data stored in system RAM. STL surface CPU memory, not GPU. Good for loading and manipulating images, pixel level operations, blah blah blah. Cannot be directly with STL renderer in STL2. Must first convert to a texture.
No, we're looking at STL3.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I'm literally just asked Claude, but that's just what I said. But.
You should specify STL3 because they did change some things. Because STL2 is more popular.
Okay. Hang on. So we have STL surface. Okay.
So a texture is on the CPU and a surface is on the GPU?
Yeah, STL textures on the GPU, a surface is an image in system memory RAM. Yeah, so
okay.
Not on the GPU, yeah.
Then you'd probably want to use the texture.
Okay, yeah, and there's a method here. It looks like it's STL create texture from surface, and we have surface, so...
So wait, can you directly but so are surfaces easier to modify? Is that what you said?
I'm not sure, to be honest. It just seems that, like, from what I see here, that there's some code here that I got here that, yeah, I'm not sure, to be honest. Well, I know its difference is it's CPU and GPU. Not directly renderable STL surface, renderable via STL render and STL texture. So I think maybe the best way is just to convert it from a surface to a texture and then render it using STL renderer.
Okay.
Render texture, render copy. Oh shit. So we have a render copy. Are we using this or? I don't even know. Yeah, I think we are, but m_renderer. Okay. Use STL surface when you need to perform pixel level operations. You're working with image data that won't be rendered immediately. Use STL texture when you're ready to render the image to the screen. You require hardware accelerated rendering for performance reasons.
Okay. So you'll probably want to do the thing where you... Yeah, okay. So you're going to want to start as a surface, and then you're going to want to create a texture pointer from the surface using that STL create texture from surface function.
Okay, so STL texture pointer. What should we call this? Like, should we get rid of this? I mean, I'm not using this, so...
Hang on. Let me pull your share screen back up.
STL render texture. Render
No, so you wouldn't need to return anything here. It could just be void. And you'd also want to define it in the header first.
Okay.
You can just right click on in the code space and then click toggle header.
Okay. Here's the header. Okay.
So yeah, I would just name it like draw image or sprite, whatever you referred to it as in scene.
Just draw a sprite, and it took a SDL underscore surface pointer.
Yeah, and just make sure to give it a name. You don't have to in the header, but it is good practice.
Give it a
the name of the parameter.
Oh shit. Okay. Call it image. That's fine. Hang on. Let's get rid of this because I wasn't even this load texture. I wasn't even using this. So.
Well, you should realistically call it surface.
What do you mean?
The name of the parameter.
Oh, okay. All right.
Just so that the code is more clear. Like code should be self-documenting, so you don't need comments. I guess is kind of like my philosophy.
Void renderer. Draw sprite. We're passing in a SDL underscore surface pointer.
I think you called it draw image.
Did I? Oh shit. Draw image.
Surface. Go back to the header.
Draw sprite.
Oh, you did call it draw sprite. Wonder why it wasn't. That was just Visual Studio being
weird. This would
weird.
technically be const, right?
I would leave it. You can, yeah, you could have it as const, but I don't know if the create texture from surface expects a const pointer or a non-const pointer. So you could leave it as const for now, and then if you run into an issue, you can unconst it.
Okay, and then we want to grab this code here. So
yeah, so you'll do
if surface.
Well, here I wouldn't do it that way. Get rid of that.
The if.
Yeah, like all of that code.
Okay.
I would start it off by saying like if not surface, return.
If not surface, so if not surface, just return.
And then under that, so that's like your guard clause.
Yeah.
And then you'll say SDL texture pointer.
Yeah.
And then name it texture. And then equals the function. So SDL create texture from surface. Okay, cool. And then it looks like it is expecting a non-const pointer. Because it's probably going to make a modification or something like that.
This is gray.
Okay.
Is this meant to be gray? Isn't this meant to be white? The fuck is this?
No, that's gray because it's an argument.
Oh shit. Okay. All right.
Or because it's a local variables are blue in yours. Okay. So now you'd want to destroy the surface. So this is basically freeing the object in memory. Because again, surfaces are in like RAM.
Yeah. What is this requiring? SDL surface. Surface. Okay.
Yeah. And then if you wanted to do some more error handling as well, underneath line 135, you could ensure that texture is valid. It should be, but just to be careful, you could say if not surface, return. Or not if not texture. Sorry. Yeah. And then here also, in both of those spots, you would want to log something, but we don't have to do that right now.
Yeah.
But just like keep that in the back of your head.
Yeah.
And then, okay, so you destroy the surface, and then now you can say, or actually move the if statement below destroy surface, because we always want to destroy the surface.
Yeah.
We always want to clean up.
SDL free surface. That's what I'm looking at here. Is that what you're saying? Or
No. They renamed it to destroy surface. I'm saying move the if statement for texture underneath destroy surface so that we always destroy the surface. Otherwise, we'll have some memory leaks. Okay. So then now you've successfully loaded the texture from the surface, right?
Yeah.
So then now you can actually render it.
What's the function of
Let's see.
rendering?
SDL render texture. Ah. Okay. So you're going to need to include the position data as arguments. So you see how if you scroll up, like to another function,
Yeah.
like draw a circle, we need an X and a Y.
Yeah.
We need to define where we're going to render this. So go back to the header and make the first two arguments in the function an X and a Y.
X.
It looks like they're floats.
Oh shit. Float X, float Y. Okay. Float Y. Okay. Oh. Float. Okay.
All right, cool. So now we have the position. We're going to need to get the dimensions of the texture though. And the way that you do that is by calling SDL get texture size. And it's going to have two output parameters. So above this line.
Bro, where are you finding this information? Do you find this on documentation? Oh, it's crazy, dude.
No, I gave Claude a pretty detailed prompt. And it gave me some good stuff here. It's loading in like an image for a window, but it's the same concept.
Okay.
But so, yeah, so above this, you're going to want to do float texture width, comma texture height.
Texture width. Oh my gosh, dude. Okay.
There we go. And then now you're going to want to say SDL get texture size.
Get texture.
And you're going to want to pass it. You're going to want to pass it the texture. And then you're going to want to pass it the memory address of the width and the height. So do you remember?
Yeah, the ampersand, right? It's in the front.
Yes, good job. But there are three parameters because you still need to specify which texture you're getting the size of,
Oh,
like the
shit.
pointer.
Yeah. Our texture here, right? Texture.
Yeah.
Oops.
All right,
Okay.
cool. So then now you could also, again, this is just me trying to get you into good habits, right? So like under this line, you could say if texture width equals 0.
Yeah.
Or texture height equals 0.
Yeah.
And you can return, right? Because that's invalid. And you'd also want to log something here. But now we essentially have, all of the information that we need in order to render the texture. So it looks like what you need to do is create an SDL frect as the destination rectangle. And then that's where you're going to actually render it.
Don't we have that in our components? Maybe? Or...
Yes, but it's not the same size as the sprite. You can change that later, right? Like once you're no longer using like the, I guess, squares for everything, and you can then repurpose that, and we wouldn't have to create the rectangle every frame.
Yeah. Okay.
But for now, just to get it working, we can just leave it in here. But okay, so here you're going to want to do SDL frect, and then you can just call it, like destination rect, like DEST RECT.
Yeah.
And then equals, and then do enter.
Enter. Okay.
And then like open and close a body. There we go. And then do dot x equals x. And then you'd want to like a comma. And then dot y equals y. And then dot w equals the texture width.
Oh my gosh.
And then dot h equals texture height. And then no comma. All right. And then now you should have everything you need to actually render the texture. So in order to render the texture, you're going to want to pass in our member variable to the SDL renderer.
Yep.
And then you're going to want to pass in the texture.
Yeah.
And then you're going to want to say null. All caps.
What's the null for?
I think this is for the observer, but I'm not sure. And then lastly, do the memory address of the destination rectangle.
Okay. Is that it?
All right. I think so, but it doesn't look like that's a real function. Let me actually consult the documentation now and see if they changed the name of it.
Is it render copy? Render texture. Oh, it is real. But it doesn't like it for some reason. Expected a colon.
Can you like control click on it?
No.
Huh.
Maybe.
Okay, here, go. What's up?
No, nothing.
Scroll up and go to like the SDL image header.
I don't have
I
it
think
in here.
it's-
Is that a reason why? I have to include the header here?
Yeah, that's probably why. Unless did you include it in the .h?
No.
Are you sure?
In the renderer.h? No. Oh, I did.
Yeah, you
Oh,
did.
shit, I did. Okay.
Yeah, because we were referencing the SDL texture
Okay.
pointer.
Yeah. Maybe I'll try and look it up.
Yeah, so now I would just consult the documentation because we have everything, all the information that you'd need. We might even have extra information because they may have changed something. Let's see, SDL render texture.
It says, what the fuck is this? Bool SDR render texture. Turns true on success.
And the first null parameter is basically like a clipping plane.
Okay.
So we only need the second one. It's like how many pixels from the top left do we actually want to render to the destination?
Okay.
Yeah, it is SDL render texture. It's in SDL underscore render dot h. It's in a different header.
So I include it here. Let's include SDL. Ooh,
That's STDL.
STL. Is it? What is it?
SDL.
SDL. Oh, SDL.
I don't know. I think it's just. It might be an image actually, or no, because there's only one header in there.
Yeah, image.h.
What if you go back to just SDL? This might be a separate library.
SDL.
Control space. Enter. Control. There we go.
What is it called? What's the header file?
SDL render. Underscore render. Yep. There it is. And then the error goes away, I think. Or no, it came back. Interesting. What if you go into that header? And then do F3. Here we are. Texture. So it's right here.
But it won't. Doesn't like it.
I wonder if it's just not linking correctly. What if you just try to compile it? Like if you go to render.cpp and do Control F7.
Expected a.
Oh,
am I missing this here?
We don't have a. Yeah, that's the issue. You also have a semicolon after the header included at the top, which I don't think it's written in anything, but that's another thing.
At the which one?
Scroll all the way up.
Oh shit!
Then on
Dude,
line
I don't
4,
know
you have
why
a
I always do
semicolon.
fucking semicolons here, dude. It fucking throws me off. But okay.
All right, cool. So now we got this working. And then lastly, you'd want to do SDL render present, but that's already happening in a different function for you, I believe.
Sorry, what did you say? Sorry, I didn't hear what you said. What did you say?
Can you just scroll all the way up? Okay, scroll down. Yeah, so in render present, you're calling SDL render present, so you don't need to include that. So yeah, this should be successfully rendering the texture. The only thing that you'll want to do is, okay, so this is interesting, right? Because essentially what we're doing is we're taking every single frame, we're converting the surface into a texture and then rendering it. So
Right.
we technically need to destroy it afterwards. So ultimately, right, after you get this working, you should create some way that you can hang on to textures after they've been loaded into the GPU,
Yeah.
right? And then destroy them at the very end.
Right.
But just for now, you're going to want to go under the render texture
Yeah.
and you're going to want to say destroy texture.
Texture, we passing what the texture I was in. Okay.
Okay, cool. And then can you do Control F real quick? Look for SDL underscore destroy renderer. Okay, so in here, right, you're actually going to want to. So what you'd essentially have is like a list of pointers to all of your textures.
Yeah.
And then in here, you'd iterate through them all and then call SDL destroy texture.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. But
And you do
we
that
don't have to do that right
before.
now, right? I mean, we can just run it. I mean, later I can add that or.
Yeah, for sure. It's probably just it might be a little laggy, honestly, because it's just extremely inefficient, but it should get something on the screen. Well, I don't think that you completed the implementation in scene.
Oh shit! Really?
I think that we paused. Yeah,
Oh yeah, we didn't. Okay. Can't sprite.
you need the X and the Y.
Oh shit. Okay.
So just transform X and transform Y.
What's sprite? Is it sprite.x?
No, just use transform X and transform Y.
X transform. Okay. Yeah.
Great. All right. Cool. So yeah, this should be. It should work. I mean, unless if everything. Oh, the last thing you'll actually need to do is go to your file explorer.
Yeah.
And go to Alpha Game V2. And then copy the assets folder.
Yeah.
And then go into the bin. Go in there. And then go into, I guess, game. And then paste it in here.
Why are we doing this?
So this is the root directory of the application. So it's going to look in here, right? This is its local directory.
Okay. Okay. This is where it's going to find the images.
Yeah. And you can add that as a post build step, right? So every time you build the game, it will copy over the assets folder so that you don't have to keep doing it every time you add new assets.
Yeah.
But this should work for now. I don't think it'll delete it.
All right. Let's see. I don't know if this is a blue one. I think this is teal. Hang on, let me take a look at the levels.
I mean, you could just load it for every tank.
Yeah, well, I have to find I can't remember where I put the levels, so I don't remember which file I put it in.
Well, no, just scroll down, like to the switch statement with all your tanks.
Where is that? Create tank here. Switch. Yeah.
Oh, I guess your robots then.
Oh shit. Create. Is that what we did? I think we did in the wrong space. I think we meant to. Oh, we're loading in a robot. Okay, right. Okay, I understand. Yeah. Robot type blue. Dude, I always like mix up between what is a robot and what is a tank. But robot blue.
I thought the tanks were the enemies in this game.
Yeah, that they are, but while I've been doing it, I've been fucking it up and thinking it's a robot, and I've totally fucked it up. So,
okay. Well, either way, just scroll down.
Okay. Yeah.
And then you see like the if statement that we have here. You could just do that for every robot. And you can undo it right afterwards, but just to see if it works. Actually, these are the robots, so this is what you purchase, right? So I don't know. I guess this is the easiest way to do it since everything is kind of confused.
Yeah, everything's
but
fucked
okay.
up. I got confused what I was doing.
Okay, so then these should be
Okay, so these
they're
are all
all
blue, so they're all fucking up. Okay.
okay. So the issue, right, is let's go to your console. See, this is why log messages would be very important because we could see exactly where it's fucking up. But it's probably I would remove the / before assets. That might be the issue.
Should we just try and compile? Or?
Yeah, just try it again. It's a quick debug.
Nope.
Nope, so that's not the issue. Oh, look, so failed to load image, assets, blue tank, down 1.png. So what you could do is you could set a breakpoint in that function and then determine, what's happening. So it's in the load sprite function.
In the load sprite function? Oh, in here. Okay.
Yeah, so then set a breakpoint here. And then F5. And then, well, you gotta buy a tank.
Oh shit.
Or a robot.
Oh, fuck! What the hell happened to my shit? Hang on. Okay, yeah.
Okay, so hit F10. Now hover over file stream. So it's null. Okay, so the path, hover over path. Assets, blue tank. Assets, blue tank, down 1.png. Okay, so it's just not able to find the image. So go back to the directory. And then double click there. Blue tank. Let's just double check. Okay, so it is the correct directory. And it's the correct location. So I'm not sure exactly what's going on here.
Did I spell it right?
Think.
Hang on. Assets. Yeah, assets, blue tank, down 1.png. Yeah.
See, now this is why I don't like using libraries because you can't really go inside of the load, like the actual load function from SDL.
Yeah.
I guess at this point, like the quickest way that you could solve this is if you had some sort of AI that could look at your file structure and then determine like, hey, what's wrong here. But
should I try and just move this into the game file? This image?
I don't think that will help because that's not the.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Should I just ask Gemini?
That's what I would do at this point because, from our perspective, everything looks correct. So we're misunderstanding something.
CDEV for game. Dude, I haven't opened Gemini in forever, dude. Ever since it fucked my project.
Just turn off the auto accept edit or whatever it's called.
Yeah, I don't have it. I don't have it on. It's I just fucked my project. But anyway, okay. You want to give me a good prompt, bro?
Yeah, I would say. I'm currently trying to use SDL image to load images for my game.
Yeah.
And period. The render code is in render.h/cpp. And the bulk of the game logic is in scene.cpp.
Of the game logic is in scene.cpp.
And then in the next sentence, you could say something along the lines of, please analyze these files and my project structure to determine why I am... Oh, go back to the code real quick.
New rush using SCL3. Yeah, I am, bro. Yeah. Sorry, what did you say?
Go to the load sprite function. And then copy that error, right? So failed to load image. Yeah, sure. And then go back. Yeah, I was just talking about the string inside, but this works too.
Okay.
Um,
Bro, why can't I open this, dude? What the fuck? Okay. Yeah.
Please analyze the files and, well, okay, so before that, you want to say, and determine why I am hitting this error when trying to load the blue tank down 1. And then do like a, yeah, and then like a colon. And then do grave mark. So hit the tilde key, but without shift. And then like close the code off with the same symbol. This is good.
Okay. All right, Gemini, don't fuck my project, bro.
Right. I'm excited to see something get rendered, hopefully. That'll be, you're starting to add polish to the game now.
Yeah, this is the last thing I want to add, and then I want to do something different. I'm feeling pretty confident with my abilities from when I started to the end of this, I guess, but don't really want to.
And you said you wanted to do something 3D, right?
I do. I'm interested in doing something 3D. I think I'm gonna watch Chono's OpenGL series, and I want to do something 3D. So, I'll probably start watching it. I don't know at some point, but
Without, oh, are you not? Oh, I see. So you're not initial. You've never called. Yeah. Okay.
no.
So that is the main issue then.
Okay, I just gotta find the issue you're trying to. Initialize in the library first. Okay.
Go to
okay.
go to game. .cpp.
Okay. Yeah.
And then where you're doing SDL underscore init, you could just control F. Okay, so there, directly afterwards, you're going to want to do a similar thing, but you're going to want to do it for SDL image. So you're going to want to do this right here. This is the code that you'll need.
We gotta,
that makes a lot of sense.
We gotta include the SDL.
There we go. All right, cool.
Oh, is this
so?
Oh, it's not here. Is it in the renderer one?
It looks like it's an SDL. No, I think it's an SDL image. I'm not sure where it is. Again, I've never used this library before. No, I don't think so. That wouldn't make any sense.
I don't know. Where let me. Oh, no, wait again. Let me ask GPT. Where
you could check the document.
Yeah. Comes from STL image, not STL. It's part of the STL underscore image library. STL. Include STL underscore image dot H. That's what I got.
All right, so let's just go inside the header and see if it's there.
Nope.
Nope. So it doesn't look like it's here. Okay, so just go to the document. Like the way you'd figure this out, right, is you just go to the documentation and read it.
Yeah. Okay.
So like there's probably like some like hello world that they have set up that'll show you like the very basics that you need in order to get a program running with the library.
CL3 underscore.
Let's see.
API index image underscore. They don't even have init on hidden.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're not. We already determined that doesn't exist. You need to look for something else. Let's see.
That's CL3.
Ah, so it looks like it auto initializes. You don't even need that anymore. So Gemini was incorrect there.
Should I tell Gemini? No, you're incorrect.
That's what I would say. I would say we're using specifically STL3, comma, and then STL3 IMG underscore init has been removed. The library now auto initializes when you use it.
STL underscore image.h no longer includes
Image under IMG underscore init.
and then what else?
The library now auto initializes when you use it. And you didn't accept those changes, right?
No, I didn't know.
Okay. Given the issue, so certainly the file path. Yeah, that makes more sense. Which means you cannot find the file. Yep, we know that. This usually happens when the application's working directory is not the project's root. Okay. So try adding, I would accept this. Allow once. And then now pre-make regenerate.
I have to re-click it, right, in the thing.
What do you, yeah, the script.
Yeah.
And then get rid of that garbage code on line 44. Yeah. All right, cool. Now try it. You'd probably want to do a rebuild just to be safe.
Oh shit. Okay. Oh, when I have the breakpoint. Whoops.
Yeah, so a rebuild will delete like bin and bin int and then create new ones.
Okay. Nope.
So we're
Failed to
still
load
getting
image.
the failed to load image. Interesting. See, I'm not sure what the issue is. See, these are the most annoying issues though, because it's not even code related. It's most likely just file structure related. So yeah, I mean, there's some issue where the root directory here, instead of just saying that, you could say, let's try to take a different approach using std file system and set the working directory that way.
A different approach and setting what?
The working directory using std : file system. Click allow once.
Dude, when I start working full time in January, bro, I'm gonna buy Claude Code, dude. Try it out, dude.
Yeah, it's helpful for sure. Like whenever you're trying to work through issues. Okay. You could accept this. Okay. This should work, I think. Hold on. Okay. Now try running it. Or go to the main file just to make sure that it doesn't have any like compilation errors or editor errors. Okay. Yeah, so now try.
Okay.
Working directory set to where? Okay, cool. So now try it. And now we'll have, okay, so now I think I might know the issue. Go back to your code where you're specifying the file path.
What is that in scene, right?
Yeah.
Here, right?
Yeah, so instead of forward slashes, do 2 backslashes.
2 backslashes. Like this?
Yeah. And then also do it in front of assets. Or actually first, here, before, leave everything else alone, and then on the second one, line 577, just do a / at the beginning.
577, just do a / in the beginning. Okay.
So now we'll have 2 tests.
Nope.
Okay, so go back to
Failed to load image.
assets blue tank down 1. Interesting. So it's properly setting the working directory. See if you can get Gemini to like print, or actually, let's think.
Can I just ask it? Can you fix my?
Well, no, you don't want to just ask it to like fix things. You need to be very specific.
Yeah, like I was saying, like, can you go into c.cpp on line 564 and fix my directory path so it works? I don't know. Maybe there's a different way to do it. I have no idea.
Well, I wouldn't say like fix it. I would just say like, can you determine why it's not working, right, or something? Just because like you don't want to like modify your code, I guess, or like give unhelpful instructions.
Take a look at my look at my load
File path.
File path on line 564 and determine the correct path. Is that fine?
Path formatting.
Bro, you're a professional prompter, bro. I'm so bad. I need to get more detailed with it. Like,
yeah, I mean, I've used AI since like it came out. Like, I guess like since what, 2021? I guess.
I think it was 2022.
I think Cope was it? No.
Kendrick Glazer says, I think to do is to make it add error checks in the program so you can easily see issues, make it return a specific error code for everything that can go wrong.
Yeah. That
is incorrect, I learned.
Very good idea. Clean to makes it an absolute path. I wish you could see.
Yeah, this is what pisses me off about Gemini. Wait, hang on. I think if I make this bigger.
Oh, press Control S. There we go. Assets blue tank down 1. Okay, I mean, you could just accept this. I think this is basically what we had before.
Yeah, I think it is, yeah.
Okay, but now, right, launch it, watch it not work. Okay, so now there's some issue. No, don't go to the error list. Always go to the output. And scroll all the way up to the top. And then Control F for error. Okay. Local function definitions are illegal on. Interesting. So just hit Control Z. There we go. And now try to build it again, F5. Okay, so yeah, Gemini fucked up the formatting, but that's fine. All right, close it again and say, just tell Gemini, if you notice in this switch case, we have multiple different path formattings.
Yeah.
Period. Now you could say like none of these are correctly loading or the texture. AKA they're not able to find the file. And then now just see what it says. And what was the guy in your chat saying?
Kendrick was saying use Gemini to pretty much error check everything and do detailed error checks.
Yeah, I know Claude Code is pretty good at that, but I don't know how good Gemini is at that. You could have it try. I just don't know how good it would be. Okay, so simply changing the path format is not correct. Okay, here, let's try one more thing as well.
You want me to stop this?
No, just go back to what's it called? Your file directory.
Yeah.
And then copy the assets folder back into the output directory for bin.
Here?
Oh, it's already here, so it didn't properly clean. That's interesting. No, but that's fine. Okay, so I wonder. Okay, go back to main.
Go back to main. Yeah.
So okay, so what I think it's should be doing is okay. Set a breakpoint on line 11. Hit F9. Or yeah, that works. Now F5. Now hit F10. Look, hover the exe path. Game.exe. Okay, and then what is the root path? Hit F10.
That's not the right one, right?
That is correct. But oh, my mom is calling me. 1 second. What I would do is ask Gemini, to. Or actually, hold on. I'm just gonna take this call.
All right, I'm gonna go to the bathroom, but I have to piss so bad. So let me go to the bathroom. We'll be back in a second. All right, bro. You there or? Ah, dude. System file path. Alpha game V2. Mm-mm-mm. I should have a breakpoint still. Shit's pissing me off, dude. Let me see if it's. Let's see GPU examples. Max, off topic, but what specs is in your PC in regards to RAM, GPU, and CPU? I got 32 gigs of RAM. I got fuck, dude. My CPU is like a AMD Ryzen 6 or something. Here, let me check. Off the top of my head. Shit, how do I get to my computer? Hang on. System. Oh shit. Yeah, AMD Ryzen 5 5600X, and then I got a. Shit, I don't know where it is, but I think I have a 3070. 3670. Shit, I don't know off the top of my head, dude.
Aha! I think I found, or I thought of the issue while
I think
I
it's
stepped away.
3670 Super or something like that. Anyway, sorry, what'd you say?
I said I think I thought of the issue while I stepped away.
What is it?
So this is actually an oversight because I don't think SDL is using STD file system to load things. So we're setting the correct working directory, but I don't think that SDL image is using that working directory.
Right. Okay.
So I don't know. Maybe there's a way to set the working directory for SDL image.
Wasn't that what they were doing here with STL get base path? That's what Gemini was doing here.
Oh, I didn't see this.
Fuck, dude. Why can't I load this? Here's the plan. I'll use STL gaze path function to find where the exact executable is running from that location. I'll determine the absolute path to the project directory.
Yeah, that should work.
I said no. Should I tell Gemini, oh, hey, Gemini, can you actually do that or whatever?
Oh, wait, no. It's still using STD file system.
Isn't it getting rid of that here? It's getting rid of the file system stuff?
Just read all of it.
STL in a video. Get the base path. Chat base. STL. Oh, file system. Oh, shit, it is, yeah. Should I say, Gemini, can you use STL base path and not the file system? Like something? Or what?
Can Gemini do, like, online research?
Fuck, I got no idea. Should I ask it to?
Yeah, I ask Claude to do that sometimes.
Online research.
On, how to set the working directory for STL image.
Directory.
STL image 3.
Okay, that's fine. Or should I make it more detailed? Yeah.
No, that's good.
Let's go, Gemini, bro. Here's guys at my last approach yesterday to construct an absolute path is solid and recommended strategy. My previous attempt to implement that was cancelled by you, but it seems the correct path forward. Would you like me to proceed with that implementation?
I'd say we can try it.
Bro, I think this stuff is so funny with the CLI, dude.
Bro, I'll go back and forth with an AI sometimes where, like, it'll suggest something and I'll, like, shut it down until, like, 30 minutes later I decide that that was actually the correct approach.
Alright, should I apply this change then? Give it a shot? Fuck it.
Hold on. I'm reading it. Sure. I mean, wait. So now it's... Yeah, I mean, you could try it.
Your CPU is a bit better than mine, and your GPU is 3060 Ti. Oh, okay, 3060 Ti. There you go. I couldn't remember what it was, dude, off the top of my head. Yeah, that's fine.
So now what it's doing because it's determining like, hey, where did this start from? And then it's just carrying that path into every time we load an image.
Yeah.
So like, again, if you wanted to be more proper about this, right, you could create like a load file or like a file manager object, and then it would know the working directory. But again, you will do that with your next project, I guess.
Yeah, I mean that's the goal. So
okay, yeah.
load sprites using UFI paths, correct the hardcode sprites and create robot. Initializing it with the root path. Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Bro, are you gonna be playing Wizard 101 on the console?
I don't have a console, dude.
Oh, I guess not.
Do you have a console?
I have a Switch, but we haven't released on Switch yet.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay.
Cool.
Should I rebuild it?
All right. Yeah, I would rebuild and try it out.
If this doesn't work, let's just play some
looks like-
Siege, bro.
Okay. It looks like get base path has an error.
Oh shit. Okay.
Does it take a parameter? Value of
It takes const char. We have a char
Oh.
pointer.
Just make it a const char. Void pointer. Okay. I don't think you need to do that. You don't need to do comment out line 26. Now try building again. Oh wait, it's still trying to do img underscore init.
Where's that? Where do you see
Go back
that?
to the output.
Oh.
Hit home on your keyboard. Scroll all the way to the top of the errors in the console. There's one more section. So just go there, double click that.
What, here?
Yeah.
What do you mean double click
and then
it? How do you get in there?
You already did.
Oh shit, okay.
And then now just go to line 34. Like that whole if statement.
Okay. Oh shit. Oh, okay. Alright. Okay, let's get rid of this. Let me just get over. We got rid of that. Right.
That should be everything. Hit F5 again. Yeah, there's one more. Get error. Double click on it.
Fuck, what the fuck did I just do?
Just do SDL instead of IMG. And then that should work. Failed to initialize SDL for path retrieval. Okay, so now you just want to copy and paste this to Gemini. And then we can call it a day if it doesn't do anything.
This is where I hate fucking doing this shit with Gemini, dude. I hate.
Wait, no, stop.
Project.
No, click escape. You didn't copy anything useful. Look at what you copied. You copied the whole thing. Like, go back to the console. Do Control A. I guess that won't work because it's broken. Do it. Start the thing again. You like basically click on the last period.
Yeah.
And then drag it all the way up to the capital F, and then hit enter on your keyboard. And then now go back to Gemini. And then click escape twice. Yeah.
Oh, fuck it just sent. I tried to.
Then yeah, we can call it here. If this doesn't end up working, I think
That's a crucial error.
oh, it's using an SDL function before SDL in it. That's interesting.
Oh my god, dude, this shit is literally so AIDS. Like,
Okay, I mean you can just click escape and we can pick it up at some other point. But I mean, we have literally the bulk of the code. This is just again like an annoying issue with file paths, which you know that's like one of my pet peeves in programming. I hate dealing with file paths.
try to just get rid of this stuff, or give it one more chance.
It's up to you.
Yo, what's up, dude? I don't know, man. Probably not. I fucking then I start getting deep into this bullshit, then it just starts fucking everything, and it's like, bro, fuck, and then everything's fucked. So
Yeah, I would just leave it for now. You know, like put it down and then come back to it, and you'll probably have some idea of what went wrong.
yeah, it's fine. It's frustrating. At least I got the majority of it working. I mean, the texture was the last thing I wanted to add, but I guess if that, yeah. All right. Well, I guess we'll end the stream here. Appreciate you guys watching. Peace, guys. See you guys tomorrow. Which project am I doing? Ladies and gents, this is why I use JavaScript. Which project are you doing now? I'm working on the game. Pretty much my final thing was to add some textures in, but having some issues with the loading the sprites and stuff. So